Hey, Pure Heart. Hey, Matt. I'm going to put this phone right here so I can see y'all's messages easier. Does JP look forward to seeing Pure Heart? Hey, Trina, how you doing, baby? Does JP look forward to seeing Pure Heart? We made it through another Tuesday. I already got my pajamas on in preparation. Does JP look forward to seeing Pure Heart? Five of Swords. King of Swords reversed. So if this doesn't make sense, Pure Heart, this person, isn't mad at you, or y'all haven't had any disagreements or conflicts, then this person is very much not thinking about seeing you. They're more caught up in whatever this Five of Swords, King of Swords energy is in the reverse. So a King of Swords reverse person is very mad and bitter and angry about something. The Five of Swords is someone who's willing to win at all costs, even if they hurt themselves in the process. So not necessarily a no, but it's like they're more worried about this. This is what's taking up the most space in their brain. So if it's not something that happened with you, they got something going on in their life. Trina's name always makes me think of that rapper lady. Does Tony miss Trina? Y'all know the rapper lady Trina? Single again, back on the prowl. I thought he was perfect, but I don't know how. You know how they do, how they act. Leave you with another man and find you with another man and then want you back. Hey, Ann. Does Tony miss Trina? Hey, Margaret. Does Tony miss Trina? Hey, Marites. I don't know how to say your name. I hope I said it right. Knight of Pentacles and Two of Pentacles reversed. They think of you, but as far as how much they're coming towards you or interacting with you, it's very slow and stagnant. The Knight of Pentacles, he's not standing still, but he's like pretty much not moving quickly. It'll be a while before you see the results of his movements. I'll put it that way. But they definitely have to think of you if they're in the Knight of Pentacles. But doing anything about it is the blockage. Is TJ going to be a fool and ask me to come live with him? You're welcome, Trina. Is TJ going to ask Margaret to live with him? You in the Philippines? Okay. That's cool. What time is it where you at? What time is it in the Philippines? That's always interesting to me, how we're all on different time zones. Thank you, Anne. Is TJ going to ask Margaret to come live with him? Is TJ going to ask Margaret to come live with him? Two of Swords, Page of Swords. Possibly. The Two of Swords says he hasn't decided yet. But the Page of Swords says he may mention it in conversation and see how you take it. You know, may not be very forward with it, but he may like hint around in conversation just to see how you'll receive the information. Margaret said, I'm no fool, ho. And you can always put your link in the chat, by the way. I always forget to tell you that, but I hope you know you can. He crazy. You don't want to move with him then. Because if you think somebody's crazy and you don't live with them after you move in with them, it's going to be worse. All right. LaKenya, you got to pick one, baby. Pick one and I'll ask for you. Pleasant vibe. Am I right about what I should do about staying away from my toxic mom situation? Let's use this deck. Is pleasant vibe right about the toxic mom situation and her plan to stay away? Is pleasant vibe right about what she should do with the toxic mom situation? Queen of Cups reversed, Empress reversed. So if your idea is to stay away from this person, you are right, because this is the mom card in the tarot and it came out in the reverse. So this person is not for your highest good. Being around this person isn't for your highest good. So if I'm reading it right, that means you think you should stay away from this person, you should set boundaries with this person, then yes, you're correct. Hey, Bia. Why you acting like a Bia? Should Bia accept H's job offer? Lying eyes and all the best lines, Lord knows she's heard them all. You're welcome. If you feel used by her, yes. Set you some boundaries. Should Bia accept H's job offer? I always think about that song when I see Bia's name. I ain't seen y'all in here in a while. You and Trina. Should Bia accept H's job offer? Ooh, what's that? Emperor reversed, King of Wands. You may feel intimidated when you first accept it by whatever responsibilities you get or what new skills you have to learn, but ultimately it's going to build your confidence if you accept it and conquer it, because the King of Wands is here. So, like I said, if you're up for the challenge, then yes. But you may have to learn some new skills, or you may feel a little intimidated by, the training or something like that. But yes, if you want to grow, it's a good place to build your confidence. All right, LaKenya, will I be in a relationship with my younger coworker Johnny soon? Is LaKenya going to be in a relationship with her younger coworker Johnny soon? You welcome, Bia. Hey, Kay, how are you, baby? Will it let you click on it, Matt? Hey, Mayor. Will it let you click on Ann's link? Will LaKenya be in a relationship with her younger coworker soon? Oh, it won't let you click? I wonder if Ann's a moderator, though. I'll see if I can figure out how to get it in there and put it in the chat, Ann. Knight of Swords and the Knight of Cups reversed. So I don't feel like there's going to be a romantic commitment relationship soon because the Knight of Cups is reversed. So that's saying that this guy's emotionally immature or unavailable. But the Knight of Swords says if you're not communicating with them, I feel like that'll pick up. If you are already communicating, I feel like that's going to keep happening. But as far as the emotional part, they're either not ready or they're immature. Hey, Dan the man. All right. Will Mayor move to Libya? You're welcome, LaKenya. Will Mayor move to Libya? Did you get your Walmart cards, Dan? I'm going to bug the hell out of you about it. I just hope you get them soon. Will Mayor move to Libya? Three of Cups reversed. 10 of Wands. The thing with the 10 of Wands, Mayor, it's not a no. It's actually a yes if you're willing to do the work. So it's not impossible for you to move there, but you have a lot of challenges and obstacles to overcome to make it happen. So it's more like I need to ask you, are you going to do that work? If you're willing to do the work and put in the long game and realize it's not a sprint, it's a marathon, it's going to take some hard work and effort on your end, you can make it happen. You're going to have to get tunnel vision, keep your vision in your heart and mind and work towards it every day. You may even have to cut out things you do for fun because you're focused on working a second job or whatever your plan is. Really working on your goals. 10 of Wands, King of Wands. It's going to take you going out and making it happen. But you can do it. All right. Kay says, will my YouTube channel get monetized in the future? You're welcome, Mayor. Will Kay's YouTube channel get monetized in the future? That's right. Matt's correct, Kay. You just have to be consistent with uploading stuff. Even when nobody's watching, upload anyway. If I can get monetized, anybody can. Will Kay's YouTube channel get monetized in the future? Page of Pentacles, Page of Swords reversed. As long as you don't quit uploading, yes. And it may start out with small amounts of money when you first get monetized. But just like I said, as long as you keep uploading, it may start small, but you will get into the partner program. You just got to slowly but surely build up your watch hours and your subscribers, and you'll make it. If you get tired or burn out when you're trying to build your channel up, be okay with taking a break. It's all right if you have to take a break, but just don't quit. Just always come back to it. Don't ever give up, and you will get there. You're welcome, Kay. And see, Ann, she's been uploading at least 4 videos a day. Yeah, you can post your link and we'll subscribe. We always like to help people up in here. If you know how to post your link in the chat, we'll click on it and subscribe. That takes some dang discipline to upload 4 videos a day. Did you plant them, Dan? Is this the time of year to plant tomatoes? I don't be knowing. I do think a garden is awesome. Growing up, my dad would always plant a garden. And then Emily's dad, when we were married, he would always plant me a garden. So I never did the planting part, but I would like pick peas or make pickles out of cucumbers and all that stuff. Fun stuff. I made jelly before. Hey, Ricky, how you doing? Oh, okay. You said you don't know how to post a link, but maybe next time. Let's see if I can click on you and I'll try to subscribe. If you click on his name and hit go to channel, it'll let you do it. I just subscribed. It let me click on his name in the chat and then I hit go to channel. Never been the type that I never want to stay. Bring them home at night and they're gone the next day. Hey, if you like doing it, then you should do it. That's good. You welcome, Kay. Let me see if I can paste the link. There's Kay's, but it's still doing the white link thing, so I don't know if you can click on it. Hey, MBB. There's Simplify. Talking Mess. Will B and MBB be in a relationship? That's a bunch of B's I said, ain't it? I'm going to just say, will B and M be in a relationship? We got to put our boots on because Simplify's here and getting thick in here. I'm just kidding. Will B and M be in a relationship? Will B and M be in a relationship? 8 of Swords reversed, 10 of Cups reversed. There's some sort of blockage here from y'all being, because the 10 of Cups is reversed. The Devil's behind it and the Tower. So they could have someone else that they may not be in a relationship with, but that still causes them problems that they split up from. I'm not sure. But it's something here that's a blockage. Either on your side or theirs, baby. I don't know. 10 of Cups reversed. Did V get hurt when I removed him from my Instagram? Hey, Aisha. You're welcome, MBB. Did V get hurt when R removed them from the Instagram? Hey, sisters. Did V get hurt when R removed them from the Instagram? Seven of Cups reversed, 9 of Cups. Empress and 10 of Cups reversed. I feel like they have multiple options of people. So it's not that they don't realize you removed them, but like possibly they're either talking to someone else. There's freaking Empress energy here. And the 9 of Cups. And then they got the juggling energy. So I feel like they're not letting it bother them because they're like focused on talking to more than one person at the time. And I could be wrong. That's just what these cards say. All right. Aisha says, is G happy in his love life? Is G happy in his love life? You welcome, R. I don't know how to say your name, so I don't want to mess it up. Is G happy in his love life? Some other man. King of Swords reversed, Temperance energy. This person has a lot to be grateful for, but they have bitterness in their spirit. So I would say no, not currently. Even if it's with you, I'm just saying, like, they have a lot to be grateful for. Here's the divine Temperance angel. But they're the King of Swords reversed, so they just have a bitter outlook on life currently for whatever reason. Wandering soul. Will we ever get to see aliens? What the hell? We'll do that question. You know what I believe though, Wandering soul? You're welcome, Aisha. Just for the record, my opinion. Everybody has their own opinions about it, but I feel like if we were interdimensional, we would see aliens currently. So, you know how like a radio station works? You turn like an FM radio station. You may not be old enough to remember it, but I still have one in my car. You just turn the dial to the different stations. All of those music stations are playing at one time in your car, but you can only hear one at the time. That's how frequency works, in my opinion. Okay, so if you're going to see aliens is based on you and what your frequency is. I feel like they're available to us as we speak, but we're just not on the same frequency as them. But I'm still going to look. That's just what I think. That's some of that Marleyology. You can't never tell if it's true or full of shit, you know? Fucker. Dan said the aliens run Capitol Hill. Hey, Zara. How are you, baby? Nine of Pentacles reversed. Page of Pentacles reversed. That feels like a no, but let's just see what else comes out. Good, I'm glad. I'm glad you're doing good. Temperance. That's the freaking divine intervention angel card. The Nine of Cups reversed. I'm just going to say it's possible. That's probably true what Simplify is saying. We vibrate too low because this earth energy, which is 3D energy, is coming out in the reverse here. Page of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, both reversed. But the Temperance angel is here saying that they're already available to us. We just got to be on the frequency of this freaking angel, you know, in order to see it. So we may not see them as long as we're in a human body. I don't know. I don't know. What's the Stargate portal? Hell, I don't know what that is. All right. Was Zen actually hurt by Taya? Keeps hand on the gun. You welcome, Wandering Soul. Was Zen actually hurt by Taya? What I needed was more. Tried to shoot out the sun. Was Zen actually hurt by Zaya? Three of Wands reversed, Hangman. I don't know if they were hurt by you, but their expectations of what they had in mind for you and them was like smashed in the current moment. So they feel a little bit stuck or stagnant. You welcome, Taya. Smooth. So someone needs medical help or the magnolias bloom. Alright, Zara. Is someone coming in my love life currently single? Okay, let's see. Is someone coming into Zara's love life currently single? Is someone coming into Zara's love life currently single? Richmond, no. Is someone coming into Zara's love life? Five of Pentacles reversed, Five of Cups upright. Is someone coming into Zara's love life? She's currently single. I hate to say this, Zara, because I know you don't want to hear it, but it's a past person. See, this is about reconciling with someone who feels abandoned by you, right? And they're still disappointed about it. Here's their Page of Cups energy, but they are in the Seven of Swords. So if it's not a past person, it's at least someone that has the same energy as a past person that's manipulative that you dealt with. Because even the Tower's reversed. So I feel like it is. Honestly, if it's not a past person and they're new, just don't entertain it if you feel like they have the same energy as a past person. Wandering Soul says, what if the primary purpose of life isn't individual survival or reproduction, but rather something we haven't yet conceived of? You welcome, Zara. Y'all know what I think life is? It's like this never-ending experience to come down here and remember who we are. Just what I think. Alright. Does R have love feelings for Preeti? Know your no. Does R have love feelings for Preeti? Know your no. Does R have love feelings for Preeti? Exactly, Dan. That's what I be thinking. And then we come and do it again to remember who we are. And we just play a different role. Ace of Cups reversed and Five of Pentacles. So this person is emotionally unavailable, Preeti. Five of Pentacles, Ace of Cups reversed. Did people talk about me negatively to SZ after she posted a story of me? Alright. Did people talk about you negatively to SZ? Hey, Star Angel. Did people talk about you negatively to SZ? Long as I live, long as I breathe, every heartbeat. Nine of Pentacles and the Hermit. I feel like if anybody said anything about you, it wasn't negative, that they're not talking about you as much as you think or assume. Nine of Pentacles is the lady in the card by herself that has a lot of good things going for her, and then the Hermit energy. So this doesn't feel negative at all. Queen Bean is are going to take any romantic action towards me. You welcome, Preety. Good night, Simplify. You welcome, Shura. Is are going to take any romantic action towards Queen Bean. Three of Pentacles reversed, Knight of Pentacles. If they do, it's going to be very slow and like not anytime soon. The Knight of Pentacles, he's the slowest knight in the deck. And the Three of Pentacles is reversed. So this is them not putting effort in to create that romantic foundation that you're asking about. So basically I'm saying that if it's going to happen, it's going to be like way down the road or take longer than you would like. Will my YouTube channel grow in the future for M? Hey, Miss Bikini. Ann just asked about you. You welcome, Queen Bean. Will M's YouTube channel grow in the future? That's the second time we've had that question today. Exactly, Wandering Soul. I be thinking we get reborn. Hey, Crow's Nest. Will M's YouTube channel grow in the future? To go with him. Will M's YouTube channel grow in the future? Exactly, Anne. Eight of Wands, yes. Five of Pentacles reversed. It may even help make you some money. All right, thank you, Kaiser. You can post your question. Unless you put it on PayPal, just let me know if you did. I'm looking, but I have to log in and put my password and all that. Okay. Is Z going to try to reconnect with Dove? Is Z going to try and reconnect with Dove? Is Z going to try and reconnect? Okay, I'll check it in just a second. If you want to post your question, you can go ahead. The Moon and the World reversed. Yes, but not immediately. The Moon is about like unknown for like when or how that's going to happen, but the World reversed is unfinished business. So I do feel like they're going to reach out to you or reconnect with you eventually because the World is reversed. So they feel like unfinished business. All right. Thank you, Ms. Bikini. And Rashima, I see the comment where you say, Marley, can I see your question? And you restarted your phone. Okay, Dan, you have a good night. Oh, Miss Bikini sent me something. Hold on. that, Miss Bikini? Does Kenneth miss Rashima? Let's see. Does Kenneth miss Rashima? And then I'm going to check for Kaiser's because he said he sent it on PayPal, y'all. Does Kenneth miss Rashima? 8 of Swords reversed, 10 of Swords reversed. This person looks at you and them as like moved forward from each other. So it's like you probably don't cross their mind a lot unless that don't resonate. I'm just telling you what these cards mean. It's like they had this realization or they have this thought or idea that you've kind of like moved on. So it's pointless to really think of or try to revisit. 10 of Swords reversed. Like you're not even in pain over it anymore. You've worked through that. From their perspective, I don't see it, Kaiser. I'm just going to show you so you know I'm not, see? I'm trying to hide all my information. I don't leave anything in there so I can show you guys when it don't come through. You got this, Rashima. You welcome. It's right there in the thing. It's pinned down here at the bottom of my chat. It's Venmo and PayPal and Cash App. Maybe it'll just take a minute. Do you mind putting your email in the chat in case it did that? In case it like comes through, because I've had some people might take a minute. Are you in my country? Let me try to go back in it again. Maybe if I refresh it, it'll do right. I don't see it. Mark uses PayPal way more than me. I should ask him if that ever happened to him. You're in the USA? Can you go in your PayPal and click on it and see if it's showing you sent? Just make sure it went through. Hey, Bri, how are you, baby? Yeah, but I don't want him to super chat if his PayPal went through because then he'll be paying me twice. Just make sure that it says sent or whatever it's supposed to say. You too, Bri. You still doing your work, your grind at the vineyard? Does anybody else ever have this issue with PayPal? Like, what the hell? I don't know. What should I do? No, I don't want you to resend it. I don't want you to pay me twice. don't want you to pay me twice. And I'm scared if you resend it, it's not going to go. Do you have Venmo or Cash App? That might be better instead of sending it twice, since it's not coming through. Hey, Bri, when Ann made that freaking short about you the other day, and you told her what song you wanted her to use, right? So I didn't know that. And I was like scrolling through my stuff, and I clicked on it, and she put Bri under it. And I'm like, this song just, this is like Bri in human form. And I was letting her know, I was like, this song fit him perfect. She's like, he picked it, Marley. Oh, excuse me, I didn't know that. Whoops. I'm like, you really did a good job at picking this song for him. No damn wonder. Let's see, it's alright. I'm just hoping it didn't go to the wrong person. Me too, Kaiser. That's the thing that's why I'm worried about you resending it. I don't want it to go to the wrong place. If you have Venmo or Cash App, try that. So you don't accidentally send two readings to someone that you don't know. Miss Bikini said that sweet iced tea be popping. Bridon recommended your channel, Ann. The blessed one, did A do a certain thing because he was trying to tell me something? I do not understand that question, but I'm going to look and see, and I'm going to tell you if it's a yes or a no, okay? So you just apply the yes or the no to it, all right? I'm just going to tell you what it means when they come out. Did A do a certain thing because he was trying to tell me something? The Fool card and the Nine of Swords reversed. This person's very carefree in this energy. They want you to see them as carefree. I know that's not your question, but both of these cards can mean that, so that's why I'm telling you that. So I would say yes if it's something positive or carefree related. Yeah, $1 Million Baby. I love that song. Like, you cannot be pissed and hear that song. Thank you, Bri. You got to at least let me answer a question for you, because one time, not that long ago, you paid me $10 and I had to hold it for 3 weeks because you would not freaking give me a question. I don't want you to be giving me money unless you're going to get a reading, you know. I have issues with accepting things without earning them. Yes, you can't be pissed and listen to $1 Million Baby. Like, there's no way. Well, you got a question I can answer? Yeah, ask a question. Bri just sending me money. He's known for doing that. He always does. He always cash apps me money and then he doesn't ask a question. Hey, Shania. Oh, shit, I just scrolled off the live. I done lost my spot. I was shuffling for somebody, but my brain lost the... Oh, I need to show this to Bri. These things might help you, Bri. Hold on. got to look up this company. It's Triquetra. All right, I'll let you think. But listen, you got to look up this company, okay? Triquetra. It's just a vitamin, so it's safe to take it no matter what medicine you're on. But this is the one you need, the 15 milligram. If you screenshot this picture right here, and then make sure you don't get any dupes. Like, make sure you go to this company, Triquetra. It's like vitamin B drops, but it has something in it that helps it absorb in your system better. People that's done like stuff to their body like me and you have, it's good for you. But you know, it might take a couple weeks. They say to try it for maybe like a couple months and see if it works. But you drop like 10 drops. It's like a little dropper. And you put it under your tongue for like 30 seconds. Oh, this one's still sealed. Let me show him what it looks like. I gotta go get one that's open. Alright, so it has like this little dropper thingy, and you just drop 10 drops under your tongue. Alright, let me see, bro. But yeah, I think it's worth trying. Alright, let's see. Let me find what deck I'm going to use. Hey, AM. All right, 5 shuffles for Brian. Actions came in here the other day, and he said that like moving is now going better, so that's good to know. Like his whole moving. I think he's moved to Texas. I could be wrong about the place, but I know he moved because he had asked me about it. You take this, Miss Bikini? I found it online and I was like so skeptical, but then I started looking at all the comments that people that wasn't selling it were saying. Hey, Swati, yes you can. See, Miss Bikini even takes it and I had no idea. Hey, Perfectly Imperfect. And some people can't really tell a difference when they take it, but if your body needs it, you'll be able to tell. It gives you like a, no, it's a vitamin, AM. It doesn't give you energy that's like caffeine energy. It is like a natural awake feeling. So you take it too, Miss Bikini. I did not know that. I finally gave in. All right, Kaiser. Now it came up on PayPal and it says you gave me $17 instead of $10. What I'm going to do with y'all? What I'm going to do with y'all? Hey, Cynthia, how are you, baby? The Magician? I got it, Kaiser, but it says $17 instead of $10. So you sent me 17. It popped up on my thing. You could be next, okay? Thank you. But you sent enough for like a reading and then some. You got the Magician first. So that means you're on the right track. If the Magician comes out and you're asking about something happening sooner rather than later, the Magician says that you have everything in your reality already to make this happen. He has like a little table in the card, And there's 4 elements that he has on his table. Are his thoughts, which will be his swords, on the vision or plan? Is he putting time and effort into it? That's the pentacles. Is this something that his heart desires? That's the cups. Is this something that he's passionate about, that he really wants to make happen? That's the wands. And if you get all 4 elements pointed in the same direction, spiritual law says it must happen, right? So with it being in the upright, your short answer is yes already. When I say short answer of timing being yes, I would say between now and next year at this time, because I'm old now, so 1 year is not that long. You know what I mean? Between now and, next April 2026, you should be able to make it happen. What else? 3 of Swords. Of course, you're going to have obstacles and challenges. Sometimes you might wake up and say, fuck, I feel 10 steps behind. I made some steps toward it. I made 2 steps forward, and now I feel like I'm 3 steps behind. That's just life, though. Kaiser, you'll be next, baby. And then Cynthia, you'll be after Kaiser. 2 of Swords reversed. This is the card of if you've already made your mind up and you've decided that you're going to do it or die trying to make it happen, then you're going to be on the right track because the Magician is here. You already have all of the resources in your reality to make this happen. You have a form of a plan, something that you've got in your, even if it's just mentally there, you have some sort of plan. It wouldn't even hurt to get a journal. I'm a journal nerd. Journals help me put all my crap onto paper, Queen of Pentacles. You got the money coming. Queen of Pentacles. And the more you take the steps down this path to make this happen, the more stable you're going to feel within yourself. The Queen of Pentacles basically just focuses on the most important priorities first. Get those in order and you're good. With it being in the upright, I feel like if you look back at where you were 1 year ago today or 2 years ago today, you're in the freaking Queen of Pentacles compared to that. So imagine where you can be at 1 year from today, 2 years from today. I feel like you're definitely on the right path. There's still pain, there's still challenges and obstacles, but at the end of the day, you're going in the right direction. Ace of Cups is at the bottom. Some self-love going on there. Even if you don't realize it, you're better off than you were in terms of loving yourself. And there's still sometimes that you don't give yourself enough credit. You could be too hard on yourself and tell yourself lies, Ace of Swords reversed, about how good or bad you're doing. In other words, you might criticize yourself mentally, and it's just saying try not to do that because you're on the right path. The Wheel of Fortune is even here. The Wheel of Fortune is about forward momentum. So if I had like a crystal ball and I could pretend I could tell the future, because we know I can't, but I would say between now and next year at this time, you should have the plan more in your 3D world that you can actually put your eyeballs on it and see it. Maybe you got your first place to live, or you've at least filled out some applications to move somewhere, or whatever. You know what I'm saying. Way further along than you are now. The Wheel of Fortune says forward momentum, positive momentum forward. Keep getting your bag, saving your money, and focus on your priorities. You know what they are already. If you're a magician, you know what your priorities are. So, yeah, just keep doing what you're doing. It's still painful and rough at times, but that's just part of the journey. You're doing way better than you think you are. 6 of Swords. You welcome, Bri. Thank you, baby. All right. Let's see what Kaiser says. And Cynthia, if you're in here, I just got your money too. So don't leave, okay? Because you'll be next. Bryce said he's definitely getting that bag. That's what it's about, y'all. Get that burning desire. It don't have to be money. The bag is metaphorical, Just every day put some effort towards whatever the bag is for you, whether it is money or something else. Some sort of goal that is showing to yourself that you love yourself a little bit. It gives you a purpose in life. And if you feel like you don't have a purpose, make you one. Shit. Okay. How does Erica feel or think of me right now? What does my spirit guides need me to understand about this connection? Thank you again, and my apologies for the misunderstanding. You good, Kaiser. Exactly. 1% better every day. Think about how far you'll go in 3 years by that motto. All right. How does Erica think and feel of me right now? And what do you need to understand? We're going to do 2 spreads, Kaiser. Yo, 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 it's Marky Mark's Tarot. What you doing? I missed your live today. All right, Kaiser, we're going to do 2 spreads for you. Because I feel like that second part of your question is kind of like a spiritual question, some other side shit, you know? All right. 5 shuffles. And what's her name again, so I won't forget? Erica, I think. Erica, how does she feel and think of you right now? How does she feel and think of Kaiser right now? How does Erica feel and think of Kaiser right now? Marky watching the game. How does Erica feel and think of Kaiser right now? What does Erica feel and think of Kaiser right now? What does Erica feel and think of Kaiser right now? Uh-oh. 6 of Wands reversed. Seven of Cups. Seven of Swords reversed. Emperor reversed. 6 of Swords. Hangman. 6 of Cups. Queen of Cups reversed. 5 of Pentacles. So this person feels a very strong connection to you because the Sun card is here. And the 6 of Cups. This is like soulmate energy is for lack of a better term, okay? Just in general, not about what, she's said to you or done or whatever, just the way she feels internally about you is like soulmate energy, even if she doesn't say those words. But at times, she may feel abandoned or left out in the cold by you for some reason. But what she doesn't see is that she's also being emotionally detached. Here she is, the Queen of Cups reversed, but the 5 of Pentacles is here. It's like she feels abandoned through this connection. Even though she feels a soulmate tie to you, she feels abandoned. And in result of that, she's emotionally unavailable towards you. She feels like if she keeps waiting around or you keep waiting around, you're going to move forward away from her. And I feel like this is coming from some sort of insecurities that she may have. Not just about the connection with you, but just as a person. I feel like she's got some sort of doubt or insecurity within herself. 7 of Swords reversed, Emperor reversed. And she sometimes wonders if she is like got to worry about you venturing towards other options, wasting her time because you're interested in talking to someone else. Now, if you say that makes no sense because you haven't done that, it goes back to the same thing again. I feel like there's some insecurities here in her. It's coming from her because she may not see it this way, but her feeling left out in the cold or abandoned from this connection that's valid, but she's being emotionally unavailable towards you. So what she's feeling a victim of is what she's actually doing. This feels all over the place. I ain't gonna lie. Five of Swords. See? This is self-defeating energy, by the way, just like this energy is as well. Somebody who doesn't have very much self-esteem in themselves, it's insecurities. When you get someone you actually feel a soulmate connection to and you're insecure within yourself, that person's going to trigger every insecurity out of you, and you're probably either going to run or freak out. So here's self-defeating energy. I don't know if both of you guys have this, but at least one does. I'm sure of it. We're asking about her, and it's coming up over and over. This is another deck. But this is a self-defeating card. The guy in the card is willing to win the battle at all costs. The other two people are walking away in defeat, and he has, quote unquote, won the battle. What he doesn't realize is he's hurt his own self in the process. He's holding 3 swords. What is 3 swords? Pain, heartbreak, defeat, destruction, betrayal. So in the process of him winning one little last battle, he's holding 3 freaking swords and hurting his own self. That could be this person. I feel like they think that you'll eventually move on, or you could be interested in talking to someone else. But it's because of the way they see their own self. It's like their self-concept. Can't really do anything about that. The only thing you can do is, if this person is worth it, work on you. Work on you, Hermit card. You can work on yourself with her by your side, and she can work on herself with you by her side. But there's really nothing you can do to make her not be insecure, or to make her feel validated that you don't have anyone else. Because if you don't, and you've been honest and you haven't done anything to make her think that, there's nothing you can do to change it. The way people see their reality is because of who they are on the inside. But yes, she still feels a very deep connection to you. She feels insecurities, and she feels like you could possibly move on to other people, like you could have other options. Even if you're not doing it, that people are interested in you. And since she doesn't see herself in a very high regard, she might think that you would go move on to someone else. Even the moving on card is here with the 6 of Swords. So it's like she worries that that could happen. But you can't make her believe it. All you can do is have patience and let it do what it does, basically. She might have some self-defeating habits in her life that has nothing to do with you as well. When the 5 of Swords shows up, it can be someone who, they work really hard to get a promotion, but then they start to break all the rules once they get there, so they end up losing their ass. Or they get this loan for their new house, but then they blow all the money or get fired. So now they can't get the house of their dreams. You see what I'm saying? There's people that actually do that in the world. They do things to defeat their own path. It's a self-destructive thing. Us humans get addicted to negative emotions. And so then we have these chemical addictions to these sadness, fear, insecurity, guilt, all these low vibrational energies. We get addicted to it without even realizing it on a conscious level. So that's possible too. She could be in that energy. But she definitely feels like you could easily get someone else. If that's not it, then she might think you'd be interested in talking to other people. It could be codependent. I didn't see that card, but let me see. The other question you asked me was about your spirit guides. Oh no, Miss Bikini. I'm going back to the question, Kaiser. What do your spirit guides need you to understand about this connection? So what's the spiritual meaning of this connection? I think that's what you want to know. That's what we're going to ask. What's the spiritual meaning of this connection? Do y'all feel like the 3D world is all over the place for the last day or two? I know I say bullshit like that all the time, so then it sounds like I am like the boy who cried wolf because I say it so much, even my kids get tired of me saying it. But I say this every time too, but I'm serious this time. Like Murphy's Law has been in full effect. If it can go wrong, it will. Dan is back. Back again. Lewis is smoking weed. Weed again. High Priestess wanted to come out reverse, Kaiser. So I know that you didn't tell me this time, but I remember something about Pisces. So if this lady is Pisces, that already says that this connection is meant to pull her out of her comfort zone to help her heal and reach the highest of timelines. I think the world's being crazy since then. Yes, but the last couple of days, like, what the hell? The Hangman came out again. I don't know if you remember, it came out in your first reading. So the Hangman is here. What's the Hangman bring? It brings new perspectives in situations you could have been looking at this whole time, but when you're upside down, you get a new perspective. And Hangman is the card of Pisces anyway. But I feel like this connection is helping, to put it shortly and sweetly, Strength card is helping you and this other person gain spiritual strength and endurance. A lot of this is not physical. This is more spiritual or energetic. It's helping you and this person learn new perspectives of your own selves so that you can heal the parts that are in your shadow, bring it to the surface, become a stronger version of yourself, and grow and evolve, ultimately for the best timeline and to raise the vibration of the planet. Any connection that's a deep romantic connection, that's a Six of Cups energy, that's my belief no matter what card comes out. But with the Hangman and the Pisces card in reverse, High Priestess, it's definitely pulling this person, the Pisces girl, out of her comfort zone, to say the least. Three of Swords. There's that self-defeating energy I was just talking about when the Five of Swords came out. So they are repeating. This is another deck. Six of Swords reversed. So the connection that this girl feels towards you and you feel towards her, any unresolved heartbreak that you and her may have, it's coming up to the surface. It's kind of like a purge energy. Whenever someone jumps over your walls and you have a connection so intense, they jump over your walls and grab your heart, whether you want them to or not, that kind of energy, soulmate energy, it makes you look back at whatever you haven't healed before now, and it kind of like just brings it to the surface, so to speak. So that's when one or both people will go into fight or flight mode. So ultimately, this connection has a very important purpose, whether you stay with them or not. I still felt like the other day you had potential to make it work if you could overcome the challenges. But at the end of the day, no matter what happens, this connection is helping you and her purge old baggage, because you're both on each other's heartstrings, helping activate your heart chakra, heal past heartbreak, making you a stronger version of you. That's your ultimate goal and purpose that you on the other side decided to give yourself in a human form. Your higher self gave your avatar self that. You know what I'm saying? Eight of Swords reverse, Two of Swords. Some of the things you might have been blind to before this connection It's bringing it to the surface. The Eight of Swords is aha moment, realization, coming into your conscious awareness. You see what I'm saying? Things that you may have had outside in your shadow are now being brought to the light. I feel like that goes for you and her. So ultimately, the best thing about it all is you can be grateful for that part no matter how painful it may suck. When you get a very intense connection, you become a new version of you. You'll be able to remember who you were before it and after it for the rest of your life, literally. I'm proof, okay? I'm proof. You become a whole new version of you. It triggers you in the most worst feeling, best of ways. All right, I'm going to give you an oracle, Kaiser, and then I'm going to do Cynthia. I hope that made sense. I feel like it was all over the place, honestly. Making my cheeks burn. All right, focus, the number 14, breaking down to a 5. See the little butterfly on her forehead? That's what I'm saying. Transformation, definitely. I feel like you're triggering a transformation in this Pisces person, whether they want it or not. And then faith, the number 31, breaking down to a 4. And she's pregnant in this card. That's symbolic, right? That's not literal pregnancy, but the Empress is about pregnancy, growth, and evolution. You know what I'm saying? Transformation, growth, and evolution. That's the ultimate goal behind these energetic dynamics when we deal with these runner, chaser, triggering people, you know. Let me see what he said. Because literally this connection is all over the place. It's making my face... I wish you could touch my cheeks. They're on fire. It's crazy feeling. And sometimes it can be hard to put words to it when some cards say one thing and then another. It's kind of back and forth. I got to cut the air on. Oh... I feel like this person is definitely a near and dear soulmate, Kaiser. I know that doesn't make it any easier in the physical world. Hey, Sophie. And I also want to tell you that I hope it made sense, even though I felt like it didn't. I did my best. Okay. And thank you again, Kaiser. Now, I'm on Cynthia. She paid for a reading. So all of y'all that's asking me questions, if you want to hang around till after I do Cynthia, I'll give you one. I'm not going to leave without letting y'all get your question if you're willing to wait on me, okay? So I'll let you know when I get done with her, and then you can post some more. You can post your free question. Okay, good. It made sense. All right, Cynthia, are you here? Well, thank you, Dan. He say I'm always worth the wait. I'm going to grab my honey since Cynthia's got a post. I be eating the honey out the jar. Thank you, Kaiser. All right. Cynthia, did you already post the question? You said you here, so let me scroll back up. Cynthia. Okay, I found it. Can I just get a read on what I need to know? I know, right, Dan? Because everything is so confusing right now in every area. Plus, my mind is telling me one thing, then in person to person, I feel and see the opposite. All right, Cynthia. You're good. Can you kind of like, I mean, I can just pull advice for you, but if you can be a little more specific, like you can delete the comment after I read it, so if you don't want people to see it. I just need you to be like a little bit more like, what situation are we asking about, or what part of your life, or I know you feel all over the place, but I need a little bit more specifics or I'm going to be lost. Do you know what I mean? Chubs need love and readings too. I'm the love boat in Marky's Fantasy Island. Somebody needs to make a t-shirt out of that. Chubs need love and readings too. Can you help me out, Cynthia? Okay. Sexy Gina, if you want to wait around till I get Cynthia, baby, I'll get you. All right. Saving my home, and does Jose really want to be married? Okay. I'm going to do this, Cynthia. Are you currently married to Jose? Can you tell me yes or no? Miss Bikini, I think we're sisters. We're sisters from another mister. No, but the date is set. Okay, I'm ready. Let's see what we get, baby. Hey, Debbie. Guess who I saw, Debbie, today? And I thought of you. The dog that I talk about all the time, that's like the neighbor's dog, Kirk. And his little ass was laying in the yard, in the neighbor's yard. And when I drove my car past him, like he usually runs up here, he just stood up and stared from his house. He did not even come visit me, and I was very upset. But I mean, like, Emily told me to give him a break because maybe he didn't want to run today. But he usually always comes because we feed him food. But he didn't. He just stood up and just stared at me. I'm like, you little traitor. They must have just fed him. All right, Cynthia, 6 shuffles. He's the cutest damn dog. You know what? I think I have a video of him. I'm going to upload it on my channel in a short. He was at the car one morning when I was coming home after I took Emily to school. I squeezed honey in the dog's mouth. That's why he keeps coming back. I'm going to look for it tonight. Hold on, y'all. I have to call you back in a few minutes. Okay, I have to call you back. Okay, bye. Okay, 3 shuffles. I'm going to look for it tonight. I know it's in my phone. I know honey got to be bad for me to eat it like that, but it's better than chocolate probably. Or candy bars. 10 of Pentacles reversed, Cynthia. I'm going to just tell you what all we get out here, and then I'll tell you what I think it means, okay? 4 of Swords reversed. Hangman reversed. 6 of Wands. Justice in the upright. Ace of Cups reversed. You are a lot more capable than you give yourself credit for. I just want to say that. I don't know what you do, like money-wise, to keep your house. I know nothing about you, and I'm definitely not a psychic, but when you get the Six of Wands and the Justice card, as long as you put your potential to use, you're going to be fine when it comes to your home. I'm just telling you, I don't see the Ten of Swords here or anything that would say that you're just going to lose out. Four of Wands reversed. There's specific cards that would mean you're going to be, put out of your home. But the Justice in the upright with the Six of Wands says that if you put your potential to use to the best of your ability, you have plenty of things to be proud of, plenty of accolades about yourself to be proud of, and you'll be just fine. The Justice card is here. What you put in, you'll get out. You'll get to keep what's near and dear to your heart. Now you're asking about this person in the marriage thing. I got the Ten of Pentacles reversed and the Ace of Cups reversed. I'll be eating all the Honey Bear squeeze bottles too, Dan. So the only thing about this is, I feel like this person, if you're okay with marrying someone that's emotionally unavailable, but you probably already know this person is emotionally unavailable if this resonates. They have something they need to heal that causes them to be emotionally unavailable. And that might get old quick. I'm definitely not telling you to let a reading decide whether you marry someone or not. That's a big decision and you have to listen to your gut. But if your gut is screaming at you to rethink it or postpone it, I would listen. Because the Hangman is reversed as well. This person's very narrow-minded. They're not willing to bend and flex and compromise as much as you are. So why would you be willing to allow them to have that sacred space in your life? That's all I'm saying. If they're not willing to bend and see things from your perspective, why would you be willing to let them have that spot? Because I feel like from these cards, it's telling me you are willing to bend. You're willing to put effort in. But this person's going to be emotionally unavailable and refuse the healing process. So it's going to cause a very dry marriage at some point. Maybe not the very first few months. But after the honeymoon phase is over, you're going to be dealing with an emotionally unavailable spouse. You see? Hey, KP. Dan said that sounds like most marriages. Page of Wands. See, this is what this person is showing me. They need to be a king if they're ready for marriage. Just my opinion. Judgment reversed. You see? And there's another page at the bottom. So are they ready for this? Are they ready to show themselves? Like, are they ready to be a husband? And when I say everybody can be one, they just got to kiss somebody and sign a paper. But are they ready to be a healthy husband, right? That's the question. He doesn't know how to communicate. I get mad, and then in person it doesn't matter if words expressed don't make sense. When we are face to face, we get each other without words. He's terrified of marriage. He's terrified of marriage because he's got a lot of growing to do. But if you really care about this person and you're willing to accept the unevolved version where he's emotionally unavailable at times, if you're okay with that and you're willing to be patient and wait for that to work itself out, then no problem by doing it. I'm just saying be prepared for that. And I know this since 6 years ago. Well, this is more like a you question. If you already know that this person's got this growing they need to do, and you know they're emotionally unavailable in some way, it's up to you, honestly. He said he would never get married. He may feel like he's going to lose you if he doesn't, you know. I'm not sure. But if you're willing to accept all of his faults and you're truly ready, then go for it. But you're going to not have a different version. The version you already know of him is the one you're going to be bringing into the marriage. And I don't see any changing on his side no time soon. He's the hangman reversed. He's not open-minded and like focusing on what he can work on. He is pushing it. That's why I asked. Okay. Well, you need to listen to your gut. If you're willing to deal with it long term, whatever you've been dealing with from him, that's not going to change because he's showing me that he's a page. But I don't think you're going to lose your house because you have the resources available to keep it. I'll put it that way. If you put your best foot forward into a plan to keep it, you will keep it. You got to give yourself more credit for what you're capable of. He does take care of me, but acts like it's not him. He's very responsible. Well, I just feel like whatever, the reason why I keep saying you're going to have to bring the version you're dealing with now, sometimes people get married because, or have a baby because they think it'll make their relationship stronger, right? I feel like though it doesn't, it just challenges you to the utmost. Just remember that part and good luck. Let me give you an oracle. Alright, you got the number 41 and it says sovereignty, which is kind of like this justice card. If you look at them, they're pretty much looking the same. This is about the scales being balanced. You're going to get what you deserve. You've put the work in. You've done everything possible. I feel like it'll work out. And then I'm going to give you one more. The number 35 and it says change. You're very welcome, baby. Thank you, and you just have to keep us updated. And congratulations if you do decide to get married. I tried to get married. I did it 2 times, and I didn't do it right both times. So I think I'm going to quit trying. It's just a joke, but it is true. Dan and Ann's talking about marriage, I think. The first few years are the hardest. Is that what you said? Is that what you're talking about, marriage? All right, energy check for Ann. Energy check for Ann. Maybe so, Miss Bikini. I just can't ever picture myself getting married again. It just don't seem like something I can see in my head, you know? 8 of Cups, 5 of Swords, Queen of Swords. So I feel like if something to do with like your boundaries, if you put up boundaries towards someone, they're almost like trying to walk away or detach from you in an attempt to win the battle. The 5 of Swords. This card's been coming out for a lot of people. That's weird. But they're hurting their own self in the process because they got the 3 swords in their hand. But by you putting up your boundaries, they're trying to detach. in hopes that it'll like get your attention or hurt you in the process, but they're hurting their own self. Even when you lay the cards down, your back is turned to them, you see? So they're trying to detach, but they're looking towards you, you see? It's like a manipulation tactic, I feel like. I'm going to get Marley one of those Elf customs from the movie Elf costumes. Yes, honey is one of the 4 food groups at the North Pole. That'll work for me. I could be the elf. I'd just be too tall to fit inside their houses. Ain't that some shit? You see how he's like, he's coming towards the freaking Queen of Swords, but she has her back turned. So the only person he's actually hurting is himself with the 3 of Swords in the hand. Alright. Does the guy I see occasionally doing well? Does the guy Swati sees occasionally doing well? Alright, let's see. Exactly. I've been an asshole before and hurt my own self. It always happens. When we're assholes, we hurt our own self. 9 of Cups. Is he doing well? The 9 of Cups is about contentment. And the 7 of Cups. It's like this person could just be enjoying different things in life. I would say yes. Me too, Anne. Too many times to count. Too many times. I have a question for you, Marley. It's a quick one too. I drew the 5 of Pentacles when I was looking at something. Can you remind me what the 5 of Pentacles is again? So the 5 of Pentacles can mean that something pentacle related, you feel as if there's a shortage, whether it's time, effort, money. Also the 5 of Pentacles can make you could feel as if you are left out in the cold by a person, place, or thing. You could feel almost like you're fighting a battle alone. And the one, this deck right here, the 5 of Pentacles, he's like outside of the church and he looks battered and bruised, but the message is there's a light inside of the church. If he would just go inside, he could get his light and heat and sustenance from there. So it's saying like there are sources of comfort that you can go to. She said, okay. AM. Does Solomon have any bad intentions towards me? No, I'm doing free questions now, Gina, if you want to post them. Does Solomon have any bad intentions towards AM? She said tarot doesn't lie. Oh, Lord. Tarot be dramatic sometimes, too. Have y'all ever noticed that? Sometimes you be asking a question, it be so dramatic. Knight of Wands, Page of Wands. No bad intentions, but they're very flirty and immature. If you want to have a good time with this person, or if it's new, this is okay. But getting them to settle down could be another thing. The Knight of Wands and the Page of Wands is just very flirtatious, young sort of energy, no matter how old they are. But it don't look like they have bad intentions. Sexy Gina, does Kay, my love interest, miss me? Since we haven't seen each other in a few days. I guess it could be AM, it could be that, but not necessarily. It could also just be a fun, lighthearted energy. So I guess you'll know which one it is from the person specifically. So whatever you know about the person, apply that to the answer, and then that will be it. Does Kay, your love interest, miss you since y'all haven't seen each other in a few days? You welcome, AM. Thank you, Libby. Welcome to you, baby. Empress reversed, Temperance card. The Temperance card says that they enjoy having their alone time, okay? That doesn't mean they have bad intentions towards you, but this is someone who likes to regain their balance by taking time away from you. So maybe you should just keep that in mind when dealing with this person. Alright, Samaya. Already did Samaya. Star Angel, I can't answer that. Because I have no idea. You're giving me too much power. Will you start a family soon? Do you have someone you're married to? Are you trying to have a baby right now? Help me out here. I'll try, but it's just like, I don't know. I just feel like y'all give me too much power sometimes. Oh, I didn't, Samaya? Okay, hold on. Hey, Hunter. All right, Samaya. Let me do Samaya, and then I'll try, okay? If you're trying, okay. Where are your questions, Samaya? I done lost your question, Samaya. Shit. Oh, there it is. Does the Sag have any good intentions towards Samaya? Help me, Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda. That used to be a song we listened to when I was in high school. Now I'm telling how old I am, ain't I? Thank you, Ann. Alright, does the Sag have any good intentions towards Samaya? We gotta get another deck. That just came out. And it's done come out a couple different times. It might be intentionally, but we're just gonna try a different deck. When that happens, I always, what in the hell? Help me, Rhonda. You never heard that before? Nine of Wands reversed, Two of Cups. I feel like they have good intentions, Samaya. The Ace of Cups, the Two of Cups, and the Nine of Wands reversed. They're trying to like let you in, okay? Star Angel, let me know if you're still here and I'll ask that question for you. I just want to make sure you're in here. People be saying the craziest shit. When I think I've seen it all, they prove me wrong. Alright, she's here. Alright, let's see. If we get the Empress upright or some Page cards, I'd say yes. Even some Cups upright. Let's see. They always top the last time. I think I've seen it all. King of Wands. Ten of Wands reversed, Three of Pentacles. So possibly yes. I would say yes. You're creating a foundation for that to be favorable and to happen. The less stress you can put around it, the more likely it is to happen quicker, okay? But this is about creating a foundation, and the King of Wands is here. So I would say yes. Between now and the next year and a half, yes. That's what I would say, Star Angel. Is Sharma my future husband? Well, let me see. You welcome. Let me see. Is this their future husband? Is this their future husband? Miss Bikini, how long have you been taking these drops? I'm just curious to know. Is this their future husband? A man holding on to a woman letting go. Is this their future husband? Eight of Wands reversed. King of Wands. It could possibly turn into that. It could possibly turn into your husband. The King of Wands is husband material. If you and them can get your communication style going in the right direction. I feel like there's a communication blockage here that long term could affect the possibility of the marriage thing. But it's possible, yes. If y'all can get the communication going. That is amazing, Miss Bikini. Ain't that crazy how we're both taking them? And now you were too sad to even take them, and then I showed that in the live, and now you got to start taking them again. Now I'm going to have to be that annoying friend that texted you and asked you if you took your drops today. Does Z and Z have mutual feelings? Does Z and Z have mutual feelings? Hey KP, does Z and Z have mutual feelings? The Magician and the Devil. Yes, but be careful. The devil energy ain't good. This could easily turn into like a bit of an addictive connection that ain't real good for you. But there is mutual feelings here. Just be careful because the devil's on the bottom. Hey Benita, has S mentioned my name to his close friends? Has S mentioned Benita's name to his close friends? Has S mentioned Benita's names to his close friends? Five of Wands reversed. Nine of Cups. Yes. I would say yes. And take my magnesium at night. Good grief, Tanya. But you know, sometimes you need a reminder to know that you're worth something. That's right, Miss Bikini. You welcome, Benita. Yeah, they say magnesium helps you sleep. I be taking melatonin gummies. But then the only bad thing when I take them, they help me sleep good, and then I'll be tired the next morning sometimes. And then also, if I take like 2 gummies, I sleep really good, but then I have weird dreams. So then I wake up in the middle of the night. So I don't know. That's right, Miss Bikini. Yes, you do. So melatonin messes up my pineal gland? Well, I'll be damned. I thought your brain made melatonin. You saying it'll make it where your brain won't make the melatonin if you take it? I definitely don't take it every night, but when I feel like I can't go to sleep, I take it, and then sometimes it makes me tired the next day. That's the only bad thing about it for me. So the pineal gland makes the melatonin. Okay. That's cool. That's cool. My brain chemistry is probably so screwed up from the stuff I've done. Dan thought he said the Peter gland. I hope I don't have a Peter gland unless there's some kind of secret I'm not aware of that I need to share with you and y'all and me. It will think you're outsourcing and send, I don't know what that means. I stopped taking melatonin and I take magnesium with the L vitamin. Maybe I need to try magnesium then. Helps you poop better too. I probably should take a Chi Energy like. I don't know. Ann said me neither. Don't you be taking melatonin, Ann? And walk the straight and narrow road. Will Isa and I reconcile and work things out romantically between us in May? Will Batty and I work things out in May? Okay. It can't hurt to try it. I'll try anything. Maybe it'll help me sleep good. Queen of Cups reversed. 2 of Cups reversed. I feel like in May, you and this person ain't going to be on the same page. Y'all are mirroring each other too. I don't know what that means for you, but the 2 of Cups is reversed. They're looking dead at each other, both in the reverse. Here's the Queen of Cups as well in the reverse. So that makes 3 of Cups in reverse, not on the same page. All right, Libby, let's check. But also a peaceful future in your present career. Does Libby have a peaceful and fruitful future in her career? King of Wands reversed. Magician in the upright. That card's been coming out a lot too. 4 of Cups reversed. 2 of Swords reversed. Knight of Swords. I don't know that it's not going to be peaceful and fruitful, but I feel like this career choice is not your permanent place of career. It's not your permanent place. For a specific period of time, I feel like you'll be there with the Magician card. But at some point, you're going to feel led down a different path. King of Wands reversed, 4 of Cups reversed. And then you're going to decide to do that and move forward with the Knight of Swords. So yes, it will be for the time period it's meant to be there. And I feel like you'll know when that change happens. It could be 5 years, 10 years, 6 years, but at some point I feel like you're going to change course in some way. Change your direction. Something that may not even make sense in this moment, but yeah. I wish today was Wednesday, then I'd be one day closer to the wonderful weekend. They say you're not supposed to do that, like you're not supposed to be like all mentally looking forward to the weekend and dreading Monday, but the weekend is great, so I don't know how they can expect me to not do it. You're welcome, Libby. You gonna start back on them now, Miss Bikini? You gotta start back taking the vitamins. Y'all think I'm about to go get in my bed because it's 10:15 and after like 9:30 I'll be getting tired. My bed is calling my name. I have such a huge crush, and you're like my girlfriend is an axe murderer. Future says, will I have a reality show? Last but not least, will Future have a reality show like Baddies? Three of Cups. Queen of Swords. If you get clear about the path you want to take to make this happen, yes, it could happen. Future, you got a yes if you get clear about the path with the Queen of Swords. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. Thank you, Miss Bikini. All right. I love y'all. I see y'all tomorrow, hopefully, okay? Long as it ain't too bad at work tomorrow. And I hope y'all have a good rest of y'all night and a happy hump day. Okay? And in the spirit of KP's advice, I ain't fixing to eat no melatonin tonight. Alright. You too, Dan. If Marky goes live and I'm still awake, I'm going to come over there. Okay.